You know, there are people, this is actually from God. In the Bible, it is written that if they persecute you in one town, flee to the next. When people start to notice that their countries are going to the dogs, if they've got means, what do? They emigrate. You will remember what happened after those terrible lootings in KwaZulu-Natal that poured into the rest of the provinces, because, you know, people are just being led by example. People be out copying what they see on TV in other cities, and the next thing, like, there's lootings all over South Africa because they commenced in KwaZulu. All things nefarious commenced KwaZulu-Natal because the main cult running this whole entire country, its head offices are in Perea, KZN, and I found this out by the Holy Spirit. So yes, I'm spiritually gifted. Why people end up saying when their countries go to the dogs, listen, I'm moving to, remember Trevor Noah's joke? I'm going to Australia, I'm leaving, I'm going. He was making a joke out of white folk wanting to leave South Africa because Nelson Mandela was about to become president. Well, there is grounding or root to that mindset in spiritual terms. Well, white people leaving South Africa because apartheid is ending, that's just because of their racism or whatever. Okay, but there are other people who, for good reason, want to leave a country because it's gone to the dogs. Just like many of the Indians who are now living in Australia after those crazy lootings in KZN. They have moved to Australia. Just like Trevor Noah's joke. For good reason this time, not racism, but because the country is just ridiculous. It's gone to the dogs. Yeah, they made an observation, or they felt in their bones, if you will, just a shift spiritually maybe, that they can't even account as that. They just knew that, listen, if I stay here, I'm not even going to succeed to be a businessman. So now they're living overseas. Those who have means, immigrate. Okay, well, understand that when a country starts to become a failed state and pretty much pass away at the feet of dogs, it is a spiritual shift that has been brewing and stewing, being manufactured, being made a whole thing over very many years, maybe even sometimes over very many decades. It did not just happen overnight. It was something that culminated to a certain point, but having commenced somewhere where it could have been easily severed. Demonic worship in this country after apartheid ended. Black people stopped worshiping Jesus truly, and they resorted back because they were happy and comfortable to ancestral worship. They abandoned the cross and then became so nefarious that they then pushed each other off buildings, competed so heinously because of black economic empowerment that they then made sure that others can't even benefit from BE until it started being a snare up in white people's nostrils, because now. Yeah, that then ultimately lodged a big fat chunky principality over the country that made this nation a gloomy darkness until lootings were just happening in our stores, and now today murders are happening inside families using black magic. I have to leave South Africa because it's now just witchcraft central. Yeah.